My name is Tsadae Neway. The company is Yahshi Bakes. Really, it's about stimulating your taste buds so you can live an enriched life. So if we can awaken you by just giving you something delicious, we have an end to sharing the greater picture with you. Yahshi Bakes started, it's inspired by Yahshi, my firstborn, who's now 13. She started baking at the age of 7 because she had to. She had to find delicious gluten-free things, and it didn't exist out there, so she really took baking in her own hands. So it was a weekly ritual. Saturday morning, she took over the kitchen. She was baking. We would joke in our family that, oh, one day you're gonna be on a baking show. When the opportunity came about, we applied. Within an hour, they said, oh, we'd love to have her on the show. So she was on Kids Baking Championship Season 2, went to the finale. It was incredible. And from that, we got orders off the hook. People were calling, emailing, when is your pop-up? We decided at that point, Yahshi Bakes needs to be official, on the scene, in community, sharing what we have. So that's what happened. The dream is really that we can develop community around a certain standard and quality of food, and that we can impart that with our peers, whether they're youth, whether they're mid-aged, whether they're our elders, that we can have an opening. It's not really about eating sweets all the time. It's actually about eating a really satisfying sweet so that we get that spot, and then we can think about the other things that nurture us. Nature is really amazing because there's different messaging that comes from Pachamama, from the earth, from the different creatures than we get from people. So sometimes we have to check out from the people. Or we go into stories of people who have really faced adversities, right? So we draw from people who have paved a way and showed us that when it gets hard, you call in your tools and you activate that. So that's a big piece for us. Working at an adult pace versus a teenage pace is a nice balance that we have to find. So I think being a mother-daughter team, a family team, there's just their own challenges that come with that, but it also gives us like a whole different opportunity to grow together that I don't think all families have to face. Milestone is about creating options. It's about seeing beyond where my own limitations are. So a milestone is the goal that I want to reach. And there could be another milestone. It's almost like our mission statement, right? You reach that mission, but the vision is still bigger. So the milestone to me are the steps that you take to get to that dream, that vision. And you might reach a milestone and then the next one changes. But I think it's about setting a milestone is a big part of it, besides just what it means. Like when you set it, you define it as well, because it can be different things to different people. So I think it's about really taking a risk and saying, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna accomplish that. And that's huge because it's changing something from an idea to actions. So to me, the milestone is about like getting things done, putting this idea into reality. The milestone that we're accomplishing is defining our business model. And that's super important because there's a lot of ways we can go. And once we know exactly what our model looks like, we can do it from anywhere, from everywhere. And then we can plug in all the wonderful interests that we've been attracting in the community, the investors, the accounts, whether they're wholesale or retail. We want to be able to have a system in place that we can nurture all of that and show up authentically without being burnt out and just bring it.